Okay, so we've made a gradient, we've done burnishing and layering. Now we're going to use these techniques to draw a few different objects. So the first object that I want to try to draw is a sphere. So I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to try not to use an object to draw the circle, but if you feel like you need a little help drawing your circle accurately, you can use a penny or a quarter. Okay, I'm going to press lightly because I don't want to see the pencil at the end, so press lightly. Next, I'm going to draw a really flat oval underneath, and there's going to be a shadow here underneath the sphere. Okay, so we're going to take 3 colors. I'm going to use yellow, green, and blue to draw this sphere. It's going to be a green sphere with yellow highlights and blue tones. Okay, so I'm going to put a little circle of yellow at the top left, and then I'm going to fan this out. So we're never going to touch this little white part in the top left. That's supposed to be the highlight or a reflection. Okay, and I'm going to use my yellow all across the circle, using a medium value of yellow. Okay, now I'm going to take my green and I'm going to start at the top left, pressing lightly. So we're going to use our lightest pressure up here in the top left. And then it's going to get darker as we get towards the middle. And I'm going to use my green on the curve of the circle. I think I'm going to use a darker green so that it shows up a little better for you. Okay, and something we want to avoid is seeing all these lines, because the more blended we get, the more realistic it's going to look. So eventually we're going to get rid of all these little lines that you can see. Okay, again, we want to see a little bit of yellow near the highlight, so I'm not pressing too hard towards the highlight. Okay, now I'm going to take my blue, the same blue as I used before, and on the left side it's going to be the tone, which is another word for dark value. So it's the same thing as a value scale, but just on a circle. So it creates this 3D illusion that it's round and 3D, and it's called a sphere instead of a circle. Okay. So we're going to try to blend the pencil. And now let's take our eraser and do a little burnishing. So just like we did here, we're going to rub in the colors together so that it's more blended. Take my blue again. Okay, underneath the circle, I'm going to create a shadow. So I'm going to put green on this oval. It's a very skinny oval. It's flattened. but the idea is it's the shadow underneath the sphere. So we have the green, and then a little bit of blue. I'm going to go under the curve of the sphere, and I'm going to press lighter as I get towards the edge. So it's darkest right underneath the sphere and lighter on the edges. Okay, and there's my sphere.